back in Germany after like 5 weeks of not knowing if and when I can return. I finally made it, and right now I'm in quarantine again, like for the I don't know how many time this year, and I'm staying at my new place in Cologne, and I just I really quickly built up like a little home studio because I couldn't take like most of my stuff, so I just took the essentials with me. I kind of rely on some of my friends to lend me stuff, and they already did, which is awesome. So I'm more or less able to work if it wasn't for my computer to decide to not cooperate with me anymore and to make like recording really difficult. But I'm about to find a workaround for that as well. And yeah, I hope like this is a fresh start for me to sit down again, be creative and write music, which I wanted to do for quite a long time, but I just didn't have the motivation, you know, like when you're stuck at a place that isn't yours for like a few weeks, at least I kind of lost motivation to do anything. And yeah, the feeling of like motivation and creativity slowly comes back, and that's awesome, and I'm gonna clinch to that and hopefully harvest some nice songs out of that.
Flo, ruf mal gleich bitte zurück. Wir sitzen gerade bei meinen Eltern am Tisch, wir sind dann gerade vorbeigefahren und die haben uns hier jetzt gerade mit einer Visions überrascht und dann habe ich gesagt, ihr seid ja süß, aber Leute, wir stehen da gar nicht drin, das war ja nur so ein Online-Artikel. Und dann haben wir gesagt, doch. Und jetzt blättern wir die ganze Zeit durch und wir sind einfach in der Visions. Ich habe es noch nicht gelesen, aber es ist tatsächlich noch was jemand anders geschrieben hat. Und Jan, willst du vorlesen? Ich weiß nicht.
Wir sind bei Up and Coming, Newcomer und Neuentdeckung mit Gerrit Köppel.
Okay.
Mit Foto und Pressure.
Holy shit! Was geht? Wir sind... Was? Ich verstehe gar nicht, was hier los ist.
I hope that most of you have already heard that we are releasing a song on the 29th of January. And for that I'm busy with like the most fun activity right now, which is sending out press releases and loads of email stuff and stuff like that, which fills up like most of the day right now, and it's not the most fun to do, but it's important in order to get your stuff out and to talk to people and to promote your music basically, so more and more people have the chance to hear us. That's what I'm busy with right now, and that's it, I guess. Back to office work for now.
Hello people, hello, I'm in the car. It's not Sunday, it's not Saturday, it's Tuesday. I'm already filming, so that's like a very, very good thing. Hopefully I will keep doing that throughout the whole week. I'm writing some press releases today together with Jin. She's at home right now. I have to pick some stuff up. That's why I'm in the car. Not driving, obviously. Yes, some paperwork today and tomorrow, sending out press releases for our upcoming single, 29th of January. I don't know if we have already announced what the name of the song is. Well, I will just have to bleep it. If not, it's going to be out on the 29th of January.
Nope. Pause. Yes, of course we told people what the song is called. It's called Thirst. And we're releasing it on Friday. Thirst.
I'm so stupid.
So, with that in mind, please continue.
Some people in the comments already asked a few questions about the rig that I'm using right now, the mixing rig, what kind of plugins I'm using on our mixes, and to write songs. So that's very good. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to make these videos either tomorrow or on Thursday. and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't think I'm going to show you everything in one go, so I'm kind of portioning it, otherwise it's going to be like 45 minutes long, just me talking about gear and stuff. So I think I'm going to separate it and put it into the next vlogs. So look out for that. I'm very happy to do that, and I'm very excited for that. I'm very happy. See you tomorrow, hopefully. I'm making a promise now that I'm doing it tomorrow. I think now I have to cut to the point where I'm actually doing that. Let's see how it works. Hello, and we're back. I did it. No, I didn't do it. It's happening. Couple of things. I want to start in this vlog to just tell you something about my gear, what I'm using, how I've been using it, and how I am going to use it. Because this is not finished yet. It is messy, not only the cable management in the back, but also there's some stuff on this board that I'm not using, and that's not perfect yet. So let me just show you what I've got. I'm going to go through my whole path, signal path. So the bass is going into the tuner, and it's going to the little dual by Lele. It's basically it's basically 4 amp switches, so you can switch between amps or have both amps on. I'm using it as a 1 in, 2 out, so I can have a path for the guitar, and I can have a signal path for the bass. And I can actually use 2 different pedal boards on this board that go into these amps, or this one as well. Let me get back to that a little later. The bass signal is going from the bass to the super comp compressor. I just find it, I'm using like the attack is quite heavy. I'm just using it to make it sound a little bit more full, a little bit more, I don't know, there's just more bass there. Then it goes to the Dead Rat. That's a pedal a friend of mine designed actually. It's a combination of different overdrive distortion pedals. It's called Dead Rat, so there's a rat, like there's a rat in here, but there's also a tube screamer, like, and there's a few other things. I'm not really sure because there's no manual or anything. I don't think he makes these anymore, and this is serial number 2 or 3. But it has some really cool features that I'm using. For example, the filter function that lets you filter in and out the distortion on certain frequencies. So that's pretty neat. I'm using this to overdrive the signal a little bit. Then I'm going from here to the next overdrive. It's Nobles. This one was a little bit sharp, and with this one I'm just trying to distort or overdrive, saturate the high frequencies. Obviously it's doing a little more than that, but that's my thought behind this one at the end of the line. It's just, I'm just rounding things up a little bit, but the problem that I'm having, or that I think I have and I want to figure out, is how to make all of these distortion pedals not affect the low frequencies too much. So yeah, I'm thinking about some things right now that I'm maybe in the future going to work on, but yeah, money's tight, so I can't really do that right now. From there, it's going to the my interface, basically, and from there it's going to the Bassman 500 from Fender, and the overdrive channel as well. And I have the gain cranked to 8 with a blend of 7, which is pretty nice. The rest is, yeah, nothing super fancy going on. Then for the guitar stuff, the guitar side, so it's still the bass signal going through the little dual on the guitar side. You can switch these, you can see now it's only the bass sound, now it's only the guitar sound. Put this on, it's both. If I change this and I put this on, it's only the bass, and I can change between this, so it's a really great thing. From here it actually goes into the one control, which is just a foot switch basically. It's just a looper. From here we have the micro pog that is as an octave up. Then I'm putting a little bit of the dry sound. From there it goes to the second one, second plus 2. The idea was to put another octave on top of this octave. I've in the studio when we recorded pressure and
First.
it didn't come in too handy. I never used it properly, so I think I'm going to change that one into something else. I'm not sure what, but we'll see. From there it's going to boost the spark, nothing fancy as well, just to drive the amp a little more, and then you can see still quite a bit red. It's this one. I will not use this one. I bought it, it sounds awesome, but then on Black Friday I bought this beast. It's a Rocker 15, and I checked the sound. I did a comparison between the sounds of the natural channel and the with the red on, and then the dirty channel without the red, and I have to say this one sounds almost exactly like the red, but way better. So what I'm just going to do is use that dirt channel and put the red away. That's my solution. For now, for recording at home, I'm using the DI out from the Bassman, and I use the Kemper for the guitar end, and I'm using, I don't know if you can see that, it's also a Bassman. I don't know why, it's from Michael Britt. It just sounds very nice, and I guess it makes sense to have the Bassmans together. Yeah, it sounds great. And on the last thing on the pedal board, the last two things actually, I have a buffer. Oh, I forgot the buffer. There's the buffer underneath here. But the other two things is I have these little tab things. This one stress makes this one stress, so it is basically just the channel switch for the amp. And the up is a foot switch that controls our backing track basically. So if I press it, the backing track starts, so the click starts, and if the song's over, the next song starts when I tap on that, which is pretty handy. Yeah. Well, let me do the guitars now. Just show you what I'm doing. I'm just going from the Kemper and the Bassman out into this little interface, into Pro Tools. Let me just show you. So this is the bass that Jin and I bought last year or the year before that, I'm not sure. We never used it live because obviously of the pandemic, it's not much live going on, so I've been playing around at home, and it's my go-to recording rig for our demos basically. Let me just show you how the bass with or what it just sounds like without any pedal. So that's just the bass. Because there's a split going on in the Lele, the voltage is going down and the volume is a little lower than it used to be. That's why I'm going into the Super Comp and put a little bit more output. Then I'm going to the Dead Red. It sounds a little fuzzy actually. And I'm going to the overdrive. Yeah. Gives it a little bit more body and takes a little the fuzziness off. Then I have the guitar signal, which is there's a muff, I think, on the Kemper on the Bassman, so that's the distortion you're hearing. Then I have the Pog. Then I'm not using this one right now, so I'm using the boost. Not doing too much. And that's basically it. If the red is in, it sounds like this. but it also does this. So that's just stupid. And together it sounds something like this. That's it for now. There's also a jazz bass over there that I've been using for the live recording in the studio for pressure. And
Thirst.
not going to show you that today. Yes, thank you for this, for listening to this. Finally made this video. But there's more coming and I hope you like it. If you have any questions about this, let me know and I will try to answer that in the next one, in the next vlog. Alright, see you guys and girls and non-binary pals. Until next week.